Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't offer mine. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Breida, CD, an undrafted free agent from a season ago, and with McKinnon out, he's really helped fill the running void for the 49ers.
Yeah, remember, they got Jerick McKinnon as a free agent and expect him to be a 3-down back for them. As you mentioned, out for the season with an ACL injury. Almost fitting that Matt Breida stepped into the breach for him. They were college teammates at Georgia Southern. Breida leading the league in rushing, tied for the lead, I should say. Kyle Juszczyk, their fullback, who can take some plays at running back as well.
They'll try to run with Breida. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave back the score.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And Amendola with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. On first down, Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Football going back to the San Francisco 49ers here. And CD, if you take a step back and look at 2018 for the 49ers, it looks an awful lot like 2017. A dismal start, followed by all of a sudden a winning record in the month of December.
We wondered last year, what was that phrase that I use? September baseball? You know, where teams get hot and we say, oh, can they carry it over to next year? Then we realized they weren't the big-time games and it just didn't really work. That happened to the 49ers after 2017 and carrying over to 2018. I still believe that this is a team with great potential. Getting Jimmy Garoppolo back next year, Jerick McKinnon, the running back, getting all the injuries healed, it should be a team that should compete in the NFC West in 2019, but they will have to prove it because 2 years in a row, they've shown promise in December when it really didn't count.
Well, I do need to note that Nick Mullins has performed admirably because no one saw him taking snaps in San Francisco this year.
You're exactly right. C.J. Beathard came in as the number 2 guy, and now that Mullins has played so well, Mullins and Beathard will duel it out for number 2 behind Jimmy Garoppolo to start 2019.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13. Here we go. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. You know, CD, the Miami Dolphins, if there was an award for the most difficult team to figure out this year, it might have to go to Miami. Now, look, you go into week 16 and 17, it's still an outside shot to make the playoffs. And the Miami miracle they had, but that was followed by the dismantling in Minnesota. It has been a tough team to figure out, has it not?
It certainly has, and they had their opportunities. Remember early in the season when they went to New England to play, they were undefeated at that point, got jumped on, and it led to a 2-6 stretch in the middle of the season that likely will be their downfall, and that's what they'll look at if they don't make the playoffs.
And they've been Jekyll and Hyde. At home, they've been really good, and on the road, they've been really bad. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Wait. 48 for Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Tannehill hands to Drake. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A pitch out to Drake. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 69 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Sanders now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Finding room inside the 40. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He finds McKinnon complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, 36 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Deep, deep, deep. Deep, deep, deep.
Out of the gun, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
I got you. Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. 21. Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, gun.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Tannehill, and Stills bringing it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
21, 21. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
21, 21. Black 80! Wait, 80!
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this third step. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38. Tannehill. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes! Miami football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll...